Yeah, sometimes it does. I think it seems like we've been doing it for 15 years if we imagine our lives without the band. I think that's when I can't remember really life without being in this band. So that's probably the time that we notice it. But no, it's like a good marriage. It matures. It's matured into perfection, hasn't it?
It's like a good cheese.
And we smell like cheese, but we get on like cheese. And no, it's it's strange. It's nice to come over here and be a new band actually after so many years together. It gives you a new burst of energy for things. And you kind of feel like you're a teenager again. So definitely it's good. Yeah, the whole record, we spent 2 months in Ocean Way, and we had a great time. We rented a house just off Sunset, and it was just great to be up in kind of Hollywood making a record. It was one of those kind of pinch yourselves times, where you just can't believe that your fortune and our luck, and we worked in the studio where Frank Sinatra recorded My Way, and where Guns N' Roses recorded, like the Stones have recorded in there, Fleetwood Mac, and they actually added our picture to the wall. And it's obviously the most important picture on the wall, and but above us is Mick and Keith, to the right's BB King, Brian Wilson's below us, and Fleetwood Mac are next to us. And when we saw that with like 2 weeks to go recording, it was just a total pinch yourself moment. We couldn't quite believe it. And but being in that studio, when so many classic records have been made in there, you really want to do a great job. You don't want to let yourself down, and you don't want to let the studio down. And I sang into the same mic that Frank Sinatra sang My Way into, and I had a huge big picture of Frank next to me actually when I was singing, just to kind of remind me not to suck. So it was incredible to be there for 2 months, and to actually make a record in such a historic place. It was amazing. Yeah, well, we toured with the boys, the Queen's boys, for like a few months. We toured the East Coast, played New York with them actually at Madison Square Garden, which was amazing. And then we toured Europe with them, and we just got on really well. They're like a real band like us, for want of a better word, and that they do it. They're in it for the right reasons. They're there to make music. They're not there to be mega rich or mega famous. They just want to rock, as Twist's sister said. And so we got on with them really well, and we were in LA, and we gave Josh a call, and the end of Bubbles, it was just missing something. I'm not really, I can't solo to save my life. So we knew it just needed a bit of Midas touch really, and a sprinkle of magic, and we knew Josh was that guy. So we phoned him, and in retrospect, he must have been recording them Crooked Vultures at that point, and he took time out of their session to come down and play for us, and he did a wonderful job. He's such a hero of ours, really. I saw Queens of the Stone Age in 1997 in Glasgow, and then to like 12 years later for him to be playing on our record was a real amazing moment. He's a legend. The Captain is the first song off our record, and we had 2 different versions of this song actually. We had one that was like 5 minutes long. It was a total prog rock marathon, and that ended up being the B-side for the single back in Europe actually. But the song The Captain, when we recorded it, it's a kind of big stoner riff, and we thought we basically wanted to mess around with it to do almost the exact opposite of what we should have done with it in the record. So we put tons of brass and things on it, and it was just an over the top song to open the record with. I think we quite like to make people feel uncomfortable with our first songs in our albums. People that have maybe been following the band, can press play on our new Biffy record, and they're normally must wonder what the hell we're doing. So that's why we kind of put it first, and I guess it's about sometimes having to lead, lead yourself and lead others into different situations when sometimes you're not really in the mood for it, but you've just got to kind of suck it up and get on with it. So that's what the song The Captain's about.